Hello. So we're today clarifying the Neville Goddard sentence of there is no one to change but self. And when we're referring to self, it's always pointing to I am, to awareness, to God, to spirit, to source. It's always pointing back to your true form, to your true self, which, to be truthful, it's not about changing them because they're perfection, they're whole, they're complete, but it is in remembering that you're not the human mask, you're not the costume, you are the awareness of the costume. You, in your true form, that's who you really are. And the human mask, the human costume, the character, it is not separate from awareness. It is also what you are because there's only one singular thing, awareness, and everything is made of this singular awareness of this source. But it is understanding that from that human mask, you get a limited perspective. And by you, it's awareness. You're not seeing the completion and the fulfillment that you are, which is not right or wrong because awareness is always is. It's just part of the human experience that you chose to live and to experiment and to experience in yourself. So you are the awareness, aware of the human, aware of their thoughts, aware of their sensations, but this awareness and the human aren't separate. This human is an appearance of awareness. It's made of awareness too, because there's nothing else but awareness, and it is appearing within awareness. It is appearing inside this dream that is being dreamt by awareness, by God, by the creator, by source. Insert whatever word it works. And when there's no separation, right, between the awareness and the human. Separation is an illusion that you decided in your true form as awareness to play. And we've got this little image here, which essentially it is a world where everything is made of clay, where there's nothing else than clay. So this clay can take different forms and could appear as a human and appears as a human, but in its true form, it is clay. Let's use the word God in a different instead of clay. So it's all made of God. It is all God, and in different forms, God appears as a human. And from that perspective, it might perceive and might experience limitations and might experience time and might experience the illusion of others, but it is all God and it is all being created by God. And it is all the same source. So nothing can oppose you, because for something to oppose you, there has to be someone else. So back to the point. Your true form, the truth is that you aren't a human with a story. So that human with its stories, you can drop it at the moment that awareness stops identifying with that human. And from the human perspective, you don't have to change yourself. So even the sentence of there is no one to change but self, that would imply, and I'm not loving it, because it implies that the human, the creation of God, which is God, that is appearing inside of God, inside of awareness, needs to fix or change something, which is incorrect. What this sentence is actually truly pointing is to the idea that there is no separation. So hence, since there's no separation, there's no one to change but self, because there's no one to hear other than yourself, other than awareness, other than God. And it is also pointing to the truth that there is no others. So in that truth, it is not pointing to your human appearance, to this character, to this costume of awareness that awareness is identifying to, that it needs to change and perfect. Not at all. It is pointing to the reality that as awareness, everything exists within you, and you can choose, you can change the perspective into the perspective of where you have a different experience and you become aware of a different experience that it's preferred to you as awareness moves. But it is not something that it's done from the human mask or from this costume. It is awareness being aware of a different perspective, a different story that then creates as a reflection of reality. But you're completely whole and complete in your true form as I am. From there, nothing is missing, nothing could be added, there's no lack, because you have it all? How could it, right? If you think about this logically, if everything is you, there's nothing but you, as well as every possible reality in awareness. The moment that has been brought to your awareness is already created, because instead it could not have even been brought into awareness in the first place. So this is not something for your human mind to grasp. This is not something for your human being to figure out the how and the when. This is something that awareness moves through. So the moment that desires appear, you accept them because they're already yours by virtue that they were placed in your awareness. They are not here to torture your human mind. They're not here to torture your human body. They're not here to torture the human. They're just awareness moving and flowing. And by being aware of things, you know that just by virtue that they are appearing in awareness, they are available to you in your true form as God, as I am. So there's nothing to change here. There's no self to fix, because your true form as self is perfection, is the whole, is the absolute, is everything that there is and there ever was. So you rest in that knowing, but that not even from a human. The human doesn't have to do anything here. The human is just part of this dream that is being dreamed up. It is the dreamer of this dream, your true form, the awareness, that the God that is dreaming this whole thing. The human, the character, the costume, it is also just an illusion of this dream, just like everything and anything else as part of the dream. So look at this as it's all awareness being dreamt by awareness, who is dreaming this awareness and playing with it and deciding to experience limitation in these human costumes, but it is always remembering who they are. It is a human mask. So to the question of like, oh, how do I know then that I am God, that I am awareness? I am. It's the same as asking your human self wearing a mask, how did you know that you were human and you were not that mask? I always knew it. It's always been there. It's never not been there. It's what remains no matter what. It is the everything and anything where everything is encompassed. It's all included and it's all appearing within you, as forms of you, as appearances of you, as fun little costumes, as fun little appearances and forms of who you truly are in your true form as awareness. And as per the character, as per the human mask, as per the human, what we're not saying that as a human you cannot experience awareness. What I'm actually saying is that from the human you are already awareness, but it was never the human costume that manifested anything. It is, since the human and the awareness aren't separate, it is the awareness that always has and always will be the one manifesting. Manifestation isn't something fancy. It is something that happened from the moment you were born, the moment that awareness decided to become aware of things. And that's how things were created, by bringing them to awareness. So if something is in awareness, it's at your mercy. It's in your power. And there's nothing or anything that could oppose you, because you're the source of everything. So there's nothing to fear, because nothing that you deem as unpleasant could happen. You decide what happens and what doesn't get, what you experience and what you don't want to experience in awareness. And that when things seemingly unpleasant appear from your human mask, that's only because awareness identified with the human mask, with its beliefs, with its fears, and that manifested. But it's not right or wrong. It's just, you just remember it's never really happened. It's not true. There's only now. It just seemed or appeared to have happened within yourself as you, but your true form was never touched. Your form as awareness was never touched. The human mask, the costume playing its role, might have perceived it as it was happening to them if awareness identified with that human mask, but it is in the remembering that, oh, that's not me, that's not happening to me, in being aware that it is, being the awareness that is aware of what's going on. That's your true form. That's the observer. That's the truth and the reality. So we've already agreed that the 3D is an illusion, is not real. But there's no separation between 3D and 4D. None of it is real in the sense that it's all awareness appearing within awareness. The only thing that is real is awareness, is the one dreaming this, is God. And it is in that space that you rest, in that knowing that you know that nothing could ever possibly touch you because it's your true form. The characters, the sceneries, the spaces might change, but what holds the whole space where everything is appearing inside of it never changes and is you. So it's all appearances and forms of you showing up inside of you, inside of awareness. So I hope that helped and that clarified, because I really don't want you to feel like your human costume, your human character needs to perfect themselves, needs to change themselves in order for the reflection then to show up the way they want. It was never for the human, who is very much an appearance within this dream, an appearance within awareness, to change the reflection. It is only from awareness, it is only from the creator. The creation cannot create. So it is only from the creator, from awareness, that things are created. And it happens naturally, it's effortless. It's not something that is forced, it's something that just appears. From the human can keep themselves entertained by the flows of what awareness, but there's no human in reality. It is just an appearance within awareness of a human. It's just a form to experience this reality. So hope that helped, and let me know if you have questions. Love you so much.